Hello Minecraft fans, my name is Eedze. Welcome back to Eedze's Adventures in Minecraft. Today it's episode 67 and it's the first time after the update that I started playing this game again. I've been a bit busy and I've changed some of the textures because I wanted to update the textures. I merged my own textures with the gerudoku texture pack. Let's see, which one was it? gerudokuRPG or something. And it basically had some of the textures already a little bit different, so I had to merge some of it. I even created some of my own textures. I created the emerald block and emerald ore myself, and we have a look at that later if I'm able to find emeralds. Who knows? Probably not this episode, but I'll try to show you. I could go into creative and show you. I decided to actually show you my texture. So this is the emerald ore and these are the emerald blocks, and I think they turn out pretty nice and I'm quite happy with how they look. And yeah, I think it's not too bad at my first attempt at making a texture. I drew it all by hand. But first off, I want to test out some of the redstone because some of the redstone has been changed, and the first thing that I want to test out is, I'm really curious about, is this elevator, because the timers have become a bit slow and this is like a really quick elevator, so I wonder if it's working. And it is working, but maybe it pushes me off a little bit too early and it pushes me on the half slabs. Take a little bit of damage, not too much, but at least that is working and I'm really happy with that. But I cannot say it for some of the other things. I already got some comments that my sentry harvester is no longer working, so we'll have a look at that too. I brought some sand with me just to make sure that I can like test it out, see if it's all filled up. Let's jump down here because I've got my ender pearls and I need to go harvest some trees later on. I'll do that a bit off screen. So yeah, here's my sentry harvester. I got some bone meal in here, got it also in my inventory. So let's put down a tree and let's grow it and let's step on the pressure plate. And the first thing we notice is that it is considerably slower, so the sand will not reach all the way up. And another thing we notice is that when the sand falls down, it doesn't... It seems like there are blocks of sand missing, so I have to actually place some sand blocks in here to get it working again. And that kind of sucks, so I think... Well, although it's a cool concept to have this tree farm here, I don't think it will be that functional anymore like it used to be. It's kind of broken now and I will try to see if I can kind of fix it, but I'm afraid that's not really a solution. Maybe if someone comes with a nice block stacker for sand or for gravel and that works without breaking the sand blocks, well, I could make it get to work again. I also have to change a bit of the timings around, but we can have a look down there if I can find my way down. I also noticed that the game has become a little bit laggier. You can see again there's a block of sand missing, and if we go down all the way there should be a way right around here. There's a lot of ways, a lot of broken redstone because I like changed it a few times. You can see there's a block of sand laying down there, and maybe I even picked up some more blocks, but yeah, basically this setup, right, like how it is right now, it's breaking blocks, and that's not a good thing. So that's kinda sucky. I hope that there is a possible fix for it, but I don't really have the time to work on that right now. I want to mainly focus on some of the stuff that I already planned for the future, but let's at least fill this up for a bit so we get it ready to work again. And let's close down this head here. This little lever hidden over there. And we can have a look at some of the other redstone things that I have in my base. Let's jump up here and take this shortcut. And that will bring me towards a creeper infested part of my redstone. Let's see, don't. Ah! Okay, so nah, Really, I need to light this up way better. Mobs are spawning a lot in here, and now all this redstone is broken too. I don't know if I can fix it that easily. I'll have to look up how I build it. And he broke my armor. Oh, there's even redstone broken over there. Well, I'll leave that for fixing later on. Let's continue a bit long. No, I need to fix it right now. Okay, I'm gonna quickly fix it. Alright, so I managed to fix the damage the creeper did, but I still think this redstone is all broken because there is a double piston extender here that is probably not working anymore because of the fast timing, so we'll have to look for a different redstone 3x3 door that could work with this design. I think we should head upstairs. We can at least demonstrate the parts that are working and the parts that are no longer working. If I can find my way up here, it should be... No, it's not. Where is it? Where's my way up? Oh, there it is. Alright. So, you can see this door is totally screwed up. There's even a piston moved to the side. Let's see if we can at least open it. There we go. Alright, so that is broken. I'll just have to dig my way through then. Let's see if the lights are still working. Oh, the alarm is sounding right now, so let's turn that off. Let's spin the lights once more. And there we go. Incoming and... Okay, so... The lights seem to be working. These still open fine, and I'm glad for that because I had to really work a lot on perfecting those timings because I did invent that little thing myself. That one is not resetting. It's probably because the power is not getting through the door. There's not too much more redstone in here that can be broken. There's my custom enchantment setup, but it's probably not really gonna function anymore because, well, right now we only need like 5 bookcases to 15 bookcases to get the max level. And let's see what kind of level we get around here if I put something... I already have all of this enchanted. I have a bow that isn't enchanted, so I can get up to level 16 with just these 4 bookcases in range. So if I add more to it, let's see, let's put my bow in there already. It's up to level 28 already, so if I put it all down, it's not really gonna be a big use because it's still gonna give me level 30, level 28 and level 16 to choose from. But we will have less levels, so I don't really think that's too much of a problem. I think I'll just leave this like it is, but right now this means I can kind of raise the roof instead if there's room above it, because I wonder about that too. There might not be that much room. Doors don't really get broken that much. This elevator I know for sure, that one isn't working. But I've got one more elevator down in the farm, and I have high hopes for that thing to work in 1.3. Because it's a pretty slow elevator, and the way it works, I think it should work. It should not have that much of a problem with the slower piston timings. I know some people who are really heavy into redstone inventions and have a LP like mostly being redstone things. They really hate this update. They kind of have everything they have in the base screwed up because they use probably the quickest designs there are around. But for the smaller stuff like this elevator, that's not really a big deal with the timing, so it's still working fine. It's only the really fast things, like some of the people were competing with getting the fastest 3x3 and 4x4 piston doors in. Well, they kind of have to reinvent themselves, but I know the redstone artists they know they can make that deal work. Some of the really quick elevators are also broken. Some designs that are like unique and cannot really be changed anything around with the timings because that would screw things up a lot. So, well, about most of the redstone seems to be working fine. The textures not changed too much, so the interior still feels the same. The exterior may be a little bit different. For example, the biome colors and also the colors of some of the trees. For example, the birch trees. If we have a look at some of them, I think I have birch trees right over there. Yeah, the birch trees are some kind of purple right now, so they changed quite a bit. Another thing we can have a look into is villager trading. And that should be an option to us now. I saw some of the experiments that people did with village trading, and most of the deals are not really good deals, so there are only a few villagers that you would possibly want to trade with, and those are the villagers that like sell you, well, buy stuff from you. If you buy stuff from village, you always get a bad deal. For example, this villager, you can give paper to that villager to get emeralds. 28 paper for 1 emerald. It's like, well, it's not really a big deal, a good deal, I have to say, because the word that emeralds are like, you have to trade 9 cooked fish for 1 emerald. What do you have to offer? Well, fire protection 1 for just 4 emeralds. And that's like a level 4, level 5 enchantment. So basically, if you kill a few mobs, you will get the same experience to do it. So, cookbox shop. I think this is actually a good deal because, well, you don't have to grind a lot of porks. Well, but it's always easier to get it. Like if you have a farm or a mob farm with some piggies running around. Like 2 emeralds for leather wood. That's like 4 leather. That's basically 2 cows or even 1 cow with a fortune 3 pig. A pig, a sword. Not a fortune, like a looting 3 sword. And this is also not a good deal because, well, if you go to villagers and you see they have always these huge wheat fields in their villagers. And, well, it only takes 9 wheat to pick that up, but I'm sure there's much more fun to be had with the villagers, and I'm gonna do some experimenting with some of the stuff that we can trade. Anyways, let's go sleep, and I think I'm gonna like give it a go to find some emeralds already, and we can get some experience from some stuff that I found earlier, and that is down in the basement. I got a chest full of ores that I gathered with Silk Dot's pickaxe. So we could get some experience from it and maybe enchant some cool stuff with it, see what we can get for level 30 enchantment. So, well, today it's not gonna be building, it's just gonna be a bit of experimenting. I'm gonna unload some of my stuff so I have a clean inventory again, and I'll be right back. So my inventory is pretty clean, and I'm gonna take this Fortune 3 pickaxe, and I wonder if that will give me more experience if you get more ores from an item. I don't really think that matters too much, but it's always great to get more stuff. So let's look at what we gathered so far. That's not a chest. We gathered loads and loads of redstone, so we can get some of the redstone from it. We got some lapis, and we got some diamond blocks. I even got some coal ores, so we should just place down a few of these blocks, and well, this is probably not enough space, so I'm just gonna go outside where we can have all the space that we want. And I even have some chests up there, so that's probably good, so I can store my stuff up there. Let's go through here. Oh, a little bit glitchy movement. Gotta get used to that a bit. But yeah, I got loads of room here, so I'm gonna lay down all of these ores, and then we can go through them and we can get us some experience from that. So, just to have a look at all the redstone that I gathered so far. Oh, great, this is amazing. And I didn't even put all of it down. There's still some here left. But I'm gonna keep these redstone ores for now. I don't think I'm gonna, like, collect all of them. But yeah, it's really nice. You can get some experience from it. You can see experiences flowing in pretty nicely, and will reach level 30, I think, before I have this all dug out. And loads of redstone, which will probably be used by some of my future contraptions again. So I'm gonna fast forward through it, and after we hit level 30, I think I will hit my first enchantment. There we go, level 30, and my inventory, just look at that, more redstone than I will ever need. Well, that's maybe a bit overrated, but at least it will keep me going for a while. And there's even some more laying around here, so I'm gonna pick that up, not too much. And I'm gonna head over to my enchanting room, and we will check out our first level 30 enchantment. And I'm looking forward to it because there's a higher chance of getting cool enchantments now. On the other side, I think maybe enchanting has become a bit too easy to us players, the experienced players. For new players, there's kind of a steep curve, but as soon as you hit that level where you can basically gather whatever you want and you have diamond armor and stuff like that, well, there's not much to be gained from getting a lot of experience in enchanting. Is a lot of good stuff. It's become quite easy, and you can just dispose whatever you don't really like to keep. So if I got like an unbreaking tree, I could just throw it back in there and re-enchant it or something like that. And yeah, so. But let's have some fun. Let's not have our fun spoiled by this game being a bit too easy. Let's get a nice level 30 enchantment on it. We get it instantly. And let's try this one out. We got efficiency, unbreaking, silk touch, like an uber pickaxe. That's just what we want, what we need. I can use it pretty well because I don't think I have a silk touch pickaxe anymore. If this one, fortune 3 unbreaking, still full, not used at all. And maybe here, yeah, here's just a silk touch one. What I could do is like merge this one with that one and get another high level enchantment on it if I manage to get at least enough experience from it. So I want to check out how much experience we get from like burning up a few stacks of coal, or not a few stacks of coal, a few stacks of iron. So I'm gonna put 10 stacks in there and smelt them all, and we'll see how many experience we get from that. So let the waiting game begin. And while we wait for all this iron to cook up, maybe we can have a look down at the mob spawner. I still haven't finished my way down there, but I do have some time later on tonight. And I'll probably want to do some live streaming too. If possible, I think I'll do some live streaming during the day on Sunday. And I will announce it in a different video, so you know when to get on. But look out for that video already. It's probably gonna be somewhere during the midst of the day. And well, let's have a look at the mob spawner. I changed a few things around. You cannot really see it because of the wait a moment options. I put it to peaceful to fix the redstone, but I shouldn't leave it at peaceful all the time. Alright, so mobs should start spawning now. At least we should check it out. I divided this up into 2 different lanes. So I got one on the left and one on the right. So that will make sure that mobs will flow out of this system a little bit easier. And with these clear textures, it's actually looking pretty great. I really love how this connected textures is making this mob farm look really smooth. And it seems like our first mobs are entering the mob system. Down here we can see a skeleton and a creeper coming in. And over there's another skeleton that's already going up. And then it will float towards the center. You cannot really see it because it's pretty dark up there, but once they reach that, they will drop down into this hole. And this is about 26 blocks, and that will instantly kill them. So there's no experience to be gained, but well, I'm just having this thing around for the drops. Although I'm not really happy with the amount of drops that I'm getting from it, because if you see the size of this thing and how many mobs are getting to there, it's not really that much. There's incidental mob floating up, one over there, the skeleton and creeper, and on the other side we still haven't had a single mob. Oh, there's our first one. It's a zombie. Hello there, zombie Steve. And we got a few more over here. So, well, we could walk around here. Could make it like you can AFK farm here for a bit. And, well, we could test out our elevator here. But I'm afraid this one is not going to work. Might. Ooh. It took me almost half the way. And then I fell down because, like, the game couldn't really keep up to it. And it has to do with this game being turned into what you call it, a multiplayer. So it's kind of running a server on the background, and that is causing it so that it has to check every time a player moves to a different spot and check if the player is on a block or if it's like flying, and if it's like flying it puts the player back somehow. I don't really know the specific things how it worked. And what I did besides, I moved all the chests over here, all the furnaces too. And basically this side is all cobblestone. And oh, here's some loose rods left. Got here some random stuff that I used. And what a bucket! A few ender pearls, let's take these with me. And there's even a used diamond shovel. We get better now. We get really good shovels now. Some stone that I still had left, and more cobble, dirt, gravel, more dirt, and the remaining cobble that I just had laying around. That's all that I moved up there. I had some chests remaining because I already took out some of the cobblestone and the normal stone from here, and I had some chests, too much chests over here. So our only way up now is going through here, but we can make it a bit quicker with these ender pearls at least. At least if I try to aim it correctly. Let's make it. Yeah, there we go. And we're up again in the minecart station, and that's something I should also test out, if that minecart station is still working, but I doubt there are any problems with that. So I'm gonna grab a quick minecart, gonna check on how my iron is doing, and it's almost halfway, so we still have to wait around a bit for it to finish burning up. Let's put the minecart over here. Let's go to NPC village. Sounds like a good route to take, and it's working. Let's break it. Oh, and that's also something that's changed. If you exit the minecart, sometimes you exit really strangely. Let's test out our returning feature, and this is also not 100% correct. I think I can kind of fix it by changing the timings on that a bit. If I make that just one tick slower, and we can do it by going underneath here This is my detector rail, and there's like this line leading through there. And where are these mobs coming from? Why don't you all spawn in a mob system? So let's see, the detector rail goes over this track. There's no way to make that kinda quicker. Let's see, this track, and then... No, there's not really a way to make that a bit slower, except for moving the detector rail over one block. But I don't really think that will cost it too much. I could always like have this block be constantly up, and we'll see about that then. But I don't really think that will cause too much problems. I'll tweak a bit. Anyways, let's wait until all of this is done cooking. So everything is done cooking. Let's pick it up. And I accidentally picked up something, but already almost 3 levels of experience. And it's a bit over 5, about 8, 10, 13. But we will not make it all the way to level 30. But, well, look at that. 22 levels from all this iron. That's not too bad. Good, enchant something cool with that. Let's make a shovel with that. Because I could use a nice shovel. Let's put all this iron in here. And that almost fills up my complete chest. Like, there's only 2 rows missing. But there's actually a lot of buckets in there, so that doesn't really count, but a lot of iron. Oh, and I don't even have an iron farm. That's all mined. Like, ow, how much did I mine of that stuff? Let's put this back, and let's get a few more sticks. And, oh, let's hit this one. I need to do something about my Corsair, because it's a little bit small, on the small side. Let's see if we can manage to get level 22 with this okay setup. I think it's gonna be quite difficult because, well, there's maybe too much books in there, like level 16, level 17 is, and with this, what do I get? Oh, 28. That's actually already way too much. Like, I think I could block it off, like, put this or down there. Let's see, what do we get now? 24. So now it should be at 20. So this is the maximum level we can enchant something now. Let's hit it. Efficiency 2, but for shovel it's gonna be great because it's like shovels are already quick, and if I gonna use this shovel in like the desert, especially after this update, it's gonna blast through the sand like crazy. And maybe I wanna try it out. Yeah, I wanna try it out. Let's just get myself some apples. Let's eat up a bit. Let's use my bread. Or maybe not use my apples. What I should have done is like that railroad station that I have. Like, it goes straight underneath the desert, so I should made like a crossroad where I can head straight up and go towards the desert. But now I'll have to end up on my way over there. Let's just take a few stacks of that. Oh, and actually, do buckets stack now? I think they do. As long as they are not full, you can stack buckets. Oh yeah, look at that. That's amazing. That's a great addition to the game. And the same with signs, I hope. Yeah, like 2 signs. I think you can both stack them in stacks like 16 or something. But it's gonna be great because I like using signs a lot on decorative stuff like chairs, but also some redstone systems like holding water apart works also great with signs. And now with this possibility to stack more signs, you can really easily craft more signs and just work with them, and that's amazing. And look at all the redstone. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I wasted one. What? We're already close to the desert. Oh, this sky is looking great too. The clouds and all. There's the desert already. I wonder what I should do about the terrain. Of course, oh, there's a whole chunk missing, and I can see there's a lot of unexplored caves underneath there. Maybe I should have a look down there, but I kind of dislike that. That didn't really happen before when I was like just in the previous update. Nowadays, I think we have these chunks errors more and more. And it's not really chunk errors, but there's a little loading bug. There's a bit of delay. Seems like the sand biome is a bit different. It's darker. And that's not bad. I kind of like the sand, but maybe it's a bit too dark. Let's have a look at this efficiency shovel. It's not really as quick as I had hoped. I mean, if I grab this, yeah, you can see how much faster this is. And this is an efficiency 4. And this is an X. And I wish my, like, shovel would do the same, but yeah, my shovel is not doing that. So, too bad. Maybe I should just enchant axes like this, so they are a bit quicker. Then again, I heard that people like to use shovels in. Right now, Morley is like underneath my chair, playing with my feet, putting the nails in them. Anyways, let's not get all this sand. I'm gonna do that a little bit later. I need lots and lots of glass for the project that I'm working on, the villager home base. I think that's the thing that I want to finish off pretty soon. Ooh, ice. We can now get ice with silk dots. And one thing that I like with this chains of texture packs, oh, there it is again. There's a whole chunk just missing, and when I walk up to it, it appears again. I don't know why the game is suddenly doing that. It didn't really do that before. I wonder how it is when I reach back to my house, if there's still like chunks missing there too. Oh, go away, chicken. Anyways, well, that's mostly it for the updates today. I'm gonna just have some fun with the new update. There's a lot of new stuff that I can make. I can make the ender chest, and it's gonna be a really cool piece of equipment, but it's also gonna be a cheaty piece of equipment. For example, just imagine that you wanna go on a trip, you wanna gather a lot of resources. You just take one of those ender chests around with you, and make sure your ender chest at home is empty. You can just dump off the stuff in there that you want to take with you, and just suicide, you're back at your house. And you can just take all the stuff from the ender chest. So right now, all it takes for you to go on a mining trip and be successful is just to have that chest on you, put everything in there and die. And I know on single player it doesn't really seem that important, but on multiplayer a lot of people are abusing it already. I was talking with a little earlier, she has her own channel, and well, she was disagreeing with, well, she was not really happy with the people abusing it. On the other hand, it also makes it really easy to prank people on multiplayer, because you can just put your stuff in the chest at home, and well, on the server, like, everybody has a chest, so you just walk up to their home, you open the ender chest, and you can take up all the stuff that you want. It's also gonna be like a really easy tool to grieve people now, so I hope that it is kind of used in moderation. There are already mods that, I think there are mods out there that will make sure that your ender chests are locked, so people cannot like access an ender chest at your house that easily. But people playing on the vanilla server, they don't really have that option too much. Anyways, I'm gonna quit this episode. I'm gonna put up an announcement for the live stream later, probably tomorrow, after this episode is uploaded, and I'll do some live streaming, and I'll try to record one more episode this weekend. So I wanna wish you all have a nice day, and I'll see you back in a new episode pretty soon, so goodbye.